On average, you make about 35,000 decisions every single day. Most of them are just noise, but some feel like a prison sentence. We've been taught that freedom is the presence of options. But if that's true, why do you spend hours scrolling through Netflix while your dinner gets cold? Why do you feel a physical ache when trying to choose a career path, a house, or even a brand of coffee? This isn't laziness. It's a systemic crash of your biological software. Today, we aren't going to talk about hustle culture or life hacks. We're going to look at why your brain literally overheats when it has to choose, and how to find your way to action without forcing it. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the best choice is often the refusal to choose, and how a single 70% rule can liberate your mind from constant background anxiety. In 2004, psychologist Barry Schwartz proved a terrifying truth. When you have 2 options, it's a matter of logic. When you have 20, it's a matter of stress. There are 2 psychological traps here that you likely don't even realize you've fallen into. 1. Opportunity cost. Every time you choose option A, you aren't just buying it. You are killing the perceived benefits of B, C, and D. The more options you have, the more loss you feel. Your subconscious is literally grieving for lives you haven't even lived. 2. Escalation of expectations. If there are 50 pairs of jeans on the rack, you subconsciously expect one to be perfect. And if the ones you buy are just okay, you feel like a failure. Perfection is paralysis. Your ability to make decisions lives in the prefrontal cortex. It's the newest, most expensive part of the brain to operate. The problem? Its battery drains faster than an old iPhone. Scientists call this decision fatigue. Have you ever noticed that your worst purchases, your most toxic texts, and your diet slip-ups almost always happen in the evening? That's because your cognitive RAM is full. You've spent the day deciding what emails to send, what shirt to wear, what podcast to listen to. Every tiny choice is a leak of energy. By 6 p.m., your internal processor is thermal throttling. You don't need more willpower. You need better architecture. The greatest fear of the modern person isn't making a mistake. It's the fear of the better alternative. We are terrified that by stepping through one door, we are forever locking 10 others where we might have been happier. This keeps us in the hallway while life passes us by. In the Unforced philosophy, we believe the opposite. Commitment is freedom. When you limit your options, you move from a state of endless searching to a state of execution. You silence the background static of constant comparison. How do we navigate this without breaking ourselves? Here are 3 filters to clear the fog. The 70% rule. Jeff Bezos uses this at Amazon. If you have 70% of the information you need, make the call. If you wait for 90%, you're already too late. Speed of iteration is more valuable than the accuracy of the first step. Satisficing over maximizing. Stop looking for the best. Look for what meets the criteria. Research shows that maximizers might get slightly better objective results, but they are subjectively much unhappier than those who know when enough is enough. Automate the mundane. Don't waste your golden energy on things that don't move the needle. Create a uniform, a standard breakfast, a fixed deep work schedule. Save your power for the decisions that define your legacy, not your lunch. Decision-making is difficult not because you are weak, it's because you are a human being living in an era of unnatural abundance. Remember, choosing not to decide is still a decision, and usually it's the most expensive one you'll ever make. Give yourself permission to be imperfect. Pick a path and just walk. If it's the wrong one, you'll find out faster than you would sitting at the crossroads. Thank you for being here with Unforced. What is one decision you've been putting off for far too long? Write it in the comments. Sometimes just naming the monster is enough to kill the paralysis. Subscribe if you value quiet content in an increasingly loud world. I'll see you in the next one.